old Steve and Mike, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show, and got Mike here with me tonight, and Wes is sitting over on the, I guess he's on the bench, ain't he, Mike?
I'd say you can call
Ready
it
to go
that.
in if we need him. Okay, good deal. That sounds good. I'm glad we got somebody to call on.
He's half the team as it is.
Yeah. All right, folks. Listen, it's good to be here tonight, and we got a little bit of bass film. We got some crappie film, so it makes a whole lot better show when you got some fishing film. Everybody at work keeps asking me that. How do you do it? I said, man, what'd you have on the show or something like that, and I said, well, if we got plenty of film, it's real easy.
Yeah.
I said, when we don't have any film, it's a nightmare. So they said, what do you mean? I said, you go down there and try to talk for an hour. And keep people's interest up. But that's kind of the way it is. Mike's working, me working, and it's hard to get to the water. I ain't kidding. Run into, I got some film on North there last Saturday, and run into B.J. Henderson and his dad up there, and they had a Heartland tournament, and B.J. and his dad won it, and about 15, right around 15 pounds, a little over maybe. Congratulations to them, and they've been having a pretty good turnout up there. I think it's about every other Saturday or something like that, Mike, or I haven't seen anything on any dates or anything, but they fish pretty regular. But anyway, do have a little bit of film there. I think I caught 3 fish there last Saturday, and then Mike and I were up there the week before, and I think we caught 7, 8, something like that in the boat. And so anyway, there is some fish biting up there. There a few weeks ago in that Heartland tournament, heck, it took 18 pounds. Everybody had a bag of fish, or a little over 18 pounds to win. But anyway, it's looking good. Just wish that water would get on down there, but there is some fish to be caught up there, and we'll just have to kind of keep at it, Mike, as we can.
Well, it's nice just to get up there and be able to fish without having to thaw your eyes and your rod out.
Yeah.
You took me up there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I know. It was.
Stop reeling and your line, it freeze to the eyes.
Yeah, that's fact.
It was pretty cool that day.
The temperature was rather at freezing, but if the wind had let up, it wouldn't have been that bad. But it was kind of breezy, and that wind blowing on that wet fishing line, it freeze it up pretty quick.
Sure did.
Yeah. But anyway, want to say hello to Dad and Bill. I think Jerry and Gay may be watching out in Nashville. I want to say hello to them, and we'll move right along. Dylan, you got our crappie film ready? Not yet? Okay, that's no problem. We'll keep on working on something else here. Let's see.
Part of that film that got down there on the crappie was 2 different trips, and that one a couple of weeks ago was after all that rain, and it was pretty muddy and very dingy, and didn't do all that good. And what surprised me when we got down there Sunday, and the water had cleared up a lot, but the temperature had dropped. That was the main thing. Where it had been running around 49, reading at 46, and 45 some places, so
Right.
and that cold weather affected that water quite a bit.
Oh, hey. Dang, Mike, how was you even hearing me? Huh? Yeah, what? How'd that? Anyway.
Picks up better over there.
Yeah, could you hear me? Well, we probably just, might have just, should have left it laying there then. Maybe old Prater will call in and tell me it sounds pretty good, leave it alone. Oh, Lord. Anyway, go ahead, Mike, with what you were saying there.
Well, like I say, that water had cleared up down there, but it also got a lot colder. And I noticed they was still the birds was feeding on some of the shad that was up shallow, and seen several minnows that was dead, shad that was floating. But when I started easing out on a lot of them places where the minnows had been like 15, 20 foot and down, balls of them. Mm-hmm. They was out there 30 foot and down. So evidently that water's cooled on down, and they moving on out deeper.
Right.
So things is changing, getting on into the winter pattern more. So I'm sure the bass is slowing down too. As you know, the colder it gets, the slower them bass get.
Right. I don't doubt that a bit, Mike.
The only bad thing about bundles up all them striped drum catfish.
Yep. Well, and Mike, I can't comment on that because I really don't know about that. I usually catch the crappie or the bass. I don't fool with them junk fish much. I'll let you catch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, Mike. That's I mean, you stay pretty well on them crappie. I talked to Tony Gallagher there twice this week, and he hadn't got to go any. And I told him, I said, well, Mike's caught catching a few. He's not really killing them, but he's catching a few. So, but like Tony, like me, we just haven't had a chance to go much. We got a picture. What about the picture there from Mike Pennington? Dylan, you got that ready?
Got what picture?
The pictures I sent you there just a minute ago. Okay, we'll while we're showing the fishing film, while you can try to get those up. Mike Pennington caught a 24-pound buffalo.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, down there at Watts Bar this past week.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent me 2 pictures of it. And I tell you what, it is a pretty good sized fish.
Oh yeah, yes
Yeah,
sir.
and,
Got some pretty good.
It's not a drum.
No,
it's a buffalo.
that's right.
So
Yeah, I've caught a few of them myself.
yeah. Anyway, he caught a big one down there this past week somewhere in there. So we'll check that out and see what the deal is on that here in a little bit. In the meantime, let's go to one of our sponsors, our Dylan. Okay, folks, welcome to Edgemore Outdoors. I'm over here with Vance and Jim today. They've had several customers in. Just to give you a little idea of the whole shop. You guys have seen it. You know what's in here. I mean, it's, everything that you're looking for. And then they just keep getting all the new stuff in. So we're going to get over here to the counter and visit with Vance. He's been making a list. And we got a bunch of reels up on the cabinet. And we're going to take a look at that. Everything in the world in here. Fishing lures, lines, plastics, sunglasses, all kinds of baits, swim baits, jigs, spinner baits, plugs, rods, reels, boat saver. I mean, it's all here. So come by and see Edgemore. We'll get over here and see what Vance has got us here on the counter. All right, folks, I'm here with Vance behind the counter. Vance, what you got laid up here for us, bud?
What we got here is some newer Daiwa spinning reels and a Daiwa Tatula CT bait caster.
Uh-huh.
And then we also got a newer Luz bait caster here. It's a Tournament Pro.
Yeah.
We got some new Dixie Custom feather stick rods here.
So now, you've been bragging about that rod a whole lot. Let's hear about it.
Well, this rod's a little bit lighter than the other models. It's also, the blank is made thinner, and
Yeah.
instead of just red foam, it's got actual red wind grips on there for it.
Uh-huh.
So that's a real nice rod there.
Well, I picked it up. I sure did like it. It is light
Yeah.
about that, and it's got some good backbone to it to be that light. So that's a plus. Now, what about these two reels right here,
You got
Lance?
a Daiwa Revros here, that's $49.99,
Mm-hmm.
and a Daiwa Exceller here, $79.99.
And, well, I tell you what, they sure feel smooth
Yeah,
to me.
they're light, they're smooth. It's a real good quality reel for the money there.
Okay.
We also got Mega Bass. Got
Yeah.
all that in here.
Got some mega bass
Got
and
Mega Bass. Yep. We got some new braid, different kinds of braid that is fluorescent.
yeah.
Glows under high vis.
Okay.
Got the Tokyo rigs. Got new VMC Nico shroom weights.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, folks, get by here to see Edgemore Outdoors. Jim or Vance will be here. Got live bait, night crawlers. I mean, you know, hey, if we don't have it here, you don't need it. So get by here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors. All right, here we go. Okay, Dylan, what you got us ready? Alan? Okay. Put that film up there, let's see, last Saturday a week ago, or it's on Monday. You got my camera? Yeah, on my camera. Should have wrote the dates down on my
I
sticky
think
notes.
it's the 20th, he said. Monday on.
Yeah, Monday the 20th, and
Yeah.
then, all right, here we go. All right, folks, Monday morning, or Monday at noon, finally got things done where I could get headed to the water, and got Mike here with me. We just backed in here at point 19, 32 degrees. Don't know what the water temp is yet. We'll check that out when we get in the water. But a little bit of breeze blowing. It'll be cool. I made sure Mike had plenty of clothes on.
Yep.
So anyway, we're gonna get out here and see if we can get a bite and see what's going on. Hadn't been here in a while. Just been dying to get on the water. First opportunity I've had. Stay with us. Remember our sponsors, and let's go fishing.
All right, Steve got him a little in here.
Yeah. Bite, Mike.
First bite, he said. Found him a little smallie.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, well. All right.
All right.
Looks good. Looks good. Turn him back so we can try to get another one.
Yeah.
All right, Steve's got another one on here. Seems to think it's a little better fish. He's pulling pretty good.
Not a giant, but he's a little better fish.
There he comes, yeah. Yeah, he's a little
All
better.
right, buddy. He ain't much bigger than that first one.
No?
I don't know where the big ones are at yet, but
Good little smallie there. Get him,
yeah, give me a needle nose spot.
get him out. Hooked here. Get him back in the water.
Had that thing swallowed. Come on, buddy. That hook is right there. Got it. Then if I don't hook him again trying to get it out, and I did.
Well, We get him undone here and get him back in the water.
Yeah.
All right, see, you got one on there a little better.
What about that now, Mike?
Yeah, snuck up on you, didn't he?
Yeah, he don't care if it's snowing or not, does he?
Nah, not a bit.
Undoubtedly not.
Not a bit.
Yeah, he just, yeah, hold still, bud. Ah. Yeah, he don't care if it's snowing.
Oh, that's a nice one.
All right. I know you should have brought your heater, Mike. Got him
All
out
right,
there.
now we're recording.
I seen one behind him.
Probably did. That's a nice one there.
Yeah.
That is a nice one there. Yeah, watch. Ooh, watch.
This is major league fishing, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, don't let him touch the carpet.
Major league fishing.
Yeah, don't let him touch the carpet. Yeah,
Don't let him go. I've got a 2-minute penalty.
that's right. 2 minutes to let him hit the carpet.
I guess you'll have to get up on the front.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
folks. That's number 4, and it's still trying to snow.
Yeah.
Look how pretty that fish is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gone, too. All right, get back at him. You still throwing that little nerd bait. Yeah, Steve found him another little one out there.
Damn it. I wonder where them good ones are at. Quit flopping around here, bud.
Yeah,
I'll get you loose here.
that's right. We get him unhooked there and get him back in the water. There you go. He's gone. Catch him again later. All right, Steve got him another one on here. See what's that? Oh, that's fairly decent. That's a big old bluegill.
Look what it hunts, huh? Well,
Hmm.
he hit that thing like a ton of bricks. Though.
Yeah. All right, Steve's got another one hooked up here. Yeah, good looking smallmouth out there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, real nice one. Look at that. Ooh,
man, ain't he pretty now? Look at it.
Yeah.
Heck far.
yeah, yes
He
sir.
must think he's on Major League Fishing or something, you reckon?
I think he does. Won't show you how pretty he looks.
Man, oh man, come here, bud. That little old thin line, I keep feeling.
Yeah.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Oh, we'll get him up here and get a look at him in a minute. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn him around there. Turn him around here. Let's see. Get his picture. Yeah, there you go.
Shit. Yeah, it looks good there,
That's a
Mike.
nice one too. Real nice one.
All right, back to water. There you go.
All right. Well, all right. You got another one on here. I see him down there.
That ice in my line, don't cut it. We'll be all right, Mike.
Yeah. Ice in the line, he said. Oh, watch him go. Oh, you got him. Wants to hide under the boat for some reason or other.
Yeah.
There he goes. Yeah. Yeah, you got him. All right. Get him undone, throw him back. We get another one.
All right, folks. As you can see, I just got the boat in here at point 19 and trying to get situated. Got the camera on the tripod. Hopefully we can get a bite or two here. I'm dressed up in warm gear. Got to get my life jacket on. Listen, we'll get back with you shortly. Remember our sponsors, folks, and let's go fishing. Hope to get back with you here in a little bit with a fish on the line. All right, folks, there's first bite, first fish. I'll get him off and get him back in the water here. Yeah, not a bad fish at all. Yeah, boy. All right, we get back at it here in a minute. right, folks. Got a good smallmouth right there now. I mean a dandy. All right. Second fish I put in the boat today. They've been pretty stubborn. We're gonna put him back in the water, get another. There we go. All right. Oh, I don't know how I missed that other fish that I caught. I should have had 3 on there. That was all I put in the boat. But anyway, on the trip you and I went, it was pretty chilly. Like you said, ice freezing in the guides on your rod, and a little bit of breeze blowing, and it wasn't that bad on me up there the other day and last Saturday. Or this past Saturday, and it was cool, but there wasn't that much wind at times, and wasn't nothing freezing, no ice freezing up or anything like that. It makes a lot better day out of it. And like I said, it took a little over 15 pounds to win that Heartland tournament up there last Saturday, and so you can catch a few.
Yes, sir. You sure can.
You can catch a few, and when I loaded up the boat, while BJ and them was still there, and I pulled up the top of the ramp there and got up, run over and talked to them. And BJ told me the best fish he had, I think, said he was fishing out there off the point there, and said he seen a fish break, and he said, grabbed up my jerk bait and throwed it out there, and said the dang thing didn't hit it. A little over 3 pounds, I think he said. Best fish he had. But they are, the fish are kind of scattered. You might get one in there on the bank, in the 6, 8, 10 foot of water, and the next one might be out there 30 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what's going on up there for us, for me anyway. Looking forward to getting back up there. Hopefully, I may make it this weekend. Don't know. We plan on some work, but probably wind up doing that. And but anyway, we're just going to plug along here, Mike. Heck, the long range forecast on the weather's supposed to be up in the 60s next week.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. I understand.
So I don't know. You'll wake up here about the middle of February or 1st of April there, and the ground will be white.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Possibility of it.
I noticed that you netted that little old fish up there, and I could remember back before they had the plastic coated nets, when it was just old nylon nets, and it was real cold up there, and caught a fish and netted him, and turned around there and laid the net down on the floor. And of course, that was back when we had the old grass carpet in the boats too. But turned around, the next fish I caught couldn't get the dang dip net up out of the floor. It was froze to it.
Yeah, I know. We didn't think much of it. I mean, we didn't think too much about how cold it was, Mike. We just went on.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Yeah. Had them old hand warmers that you put lighter fluid in, and then had some you put that charcoal
brick in it,
and just all right. I guess you're getting a little older, Mike. Let's check this call out. Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve.
Hey, Ed, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
Buddy, we're just surviving right now, Ed. We can't get on the water.
Yeah. I went up there today, and I caught one on a floating fly, and I had a couple messing around with the shooky head, but I didn't catch no fish much.
Yeah.
But well, listen, I got a project for you guys, you and Willie and the guys in the Tennessee Sportsman's Club. I want you to find out what's going on down there at Chickamauga.
Yeah.
Asian carp moving in.
Well, I heard somebody mention that I think it was in the Roane County Commissioners meeting there the other night.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it. I personally didn't think that they'd made it up this far, but
It was on the news. It was on the 6 and 10, you know, local news last week.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, listen, you and Willie and them guys gonna have to have a symposium and a skull session and figure out how to stop that.
well, I agree. I sure do, Ed. I don't know. Man, like I said, I didn't have any idea that they were up this far. I kept hearing them talking about cutting them off, but
Find something, yeah.
yeah, man, I tell you what, I hate to hear that.
The TWRA guy that was on the radio there a couple of weeks ago said that them fish was out there in West Tennessee. They hadn't none ever got back up this way yet, but evidently he's wrong.
Yeah, what did they say on the news, Ed?
They just say that they're spotting them down there in Chickamauga in the lake.
He was talking about something about putting some kind of thing at the dam that
Yeah.
would keep them from coming up into the locks when they open the locks up to bring the barges or whatever up,
Yeah.
you know, and that was supposed to try to keep them from migrating up the rivers. But
Yeah, I seen something on the Discovery Channel about they're doing that on the Mississippi at several places.
Yeah.
yeah,
Putting those the gates or something up in front of the locks. Is that?
Some kind of deal. Keep them out of there, you know.
make some kind of sonic vibration or something that spooks
Yeah,
them
yeah.
away from it.
Oh, okay. Well, heck, like I said, I've got behind on that. I didn't think I'd heard about them being in some places in the Mississippi, but I didn't think they'd ever turned the corner and got up this far. You know, that means they're in Chickamauga and Pickwick
And be Watts Bar.
yeah, and about to be Watts
Up
Bar.
the river.
Well,
I like it, man.
I guess the best thing to do is, heck, I don't know, would it be easier to, we need to run them out on dry land. I mean, you got to just let them go upstream just as far as they can go, and then shut the gate on them and dry dock them. You know, suck the water down, and you might.
Hey, just imagine if you was going down through there in your boat 70 miles an hour, and one of them about 15, 20 pounds jumped out and hit you in the head.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, Ed, they've had, I think maybe a couple of fatalities, or and then they've had people injured. They've showed all kinds of these commercials, people shooting them with guns and bows and crossbows and just a little bit of everything else, when they're jumping behind the boat type situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we better follow up on it. I'll try to get a hold of Willie tomorrow and see what the deal is, see what they heard or what's going on.
All right. Well, y'all hang in there.
Okay, Ed, appreciate you calling and let me know what's going on, bud.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy. See you. All right, Mike, there you go. You got rid of the zebra mussels and got rid of all the fish while you was doing it up at North and Cherokee. Now here you are now. You've invaded Watts Bar and Chickamauga with the daggum Asian carp.
Back in early 90s, I believe it was, whenever they stopped the commercial fishing. And said there's taking too many fish out of the lake or something. Now then all of a sudden we got so many dang stripe and drum and catfish and Asian carp and everything, and less of what we really want, like the bass and the crappie and the walleye and stuff like that. So they keep putting more rockfish in the lake, and I don't think that's right either.
No, I like that idea of you buy a license to fish for them rockfish. And,
Yeah, just like a
and,
trout stamp.
Yeah, it's like, you know, a stamp and to fish for them. And then when whatever the revenue is
Yeah.
off the stamp, that's how many you raise.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
the revenue runs out, you quit raising.
That's right. That's right. If it won't support itself, they don't need it.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
it's
it.
not a native species fish. I don't see why we even should be putting them in the lake to start with.
Well, I can't argue that.
I mean,
You know, I've lost several good plugs on account of it.
yeah. Yeah. Some of it was mine.
Yeah, I know a couple of them was anyway. I'd like to have them back, I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, yeah, you know, that really is not a bad idea when you got fish that's not native to this part of the country. If people want to fish for them, let them buy them a stamp, and when the revenue runs out, you quit raising them, raise walleye and crappie and bass and things of that nature.
What did they do before they started putting them in there? If they wanted to catch a rockfish, they went to where the rockfish was at.
Yeah.
If you want to catch a blue marlin, you don't go out to North Lake. You go out in the ocean to catch one. You know.
Yeah.
If you're going to kill grizzly bears or something, you go where the grizzly bears is at. You don't try to hunt for them around here. So yeah.
Yeah. I can't argue with you, Mike. You're pretty close to being right about all the time. So,
Yeah.
I'd say you're right. Anyway, talk about the fishing there that Mike and I done, and then three I caught there on last Saturday. Yeah, just truthfully about it, I was too daggum stubborn to change baits. Caught those fish on Monday. When Mike and I were there, we, was throwing that Ned rig. We went up there with intentions of throwing it because that's what we'd fished at Dale Hollow. Every time we go out there, there's a new hot bait out, and so we bring it back here and try to fish it, and it does decent. Yeah, I was just too stubborn to get down there and try to tie a new bait on. But anyway, that's what we caught the fish on Saturday or Monday. Mike and I were up there, and then on Saturday when I went back, I did throw a little brown bucktail fly a little bit. Didn't get a bite on it. So I did feel like they were biting that Ned rig, but anyway, it was a green pumpkin, 2.5, 3-inch little old piece of plastic.
That's it.
And that's all it is, and heck, half the time you don't feel one on it. It just takes off with it, and a couple of fish, I did feel them kind of peck at it a little bit, and I knew they was there. But most of them just, your line take off, or your rod bow down, you got one. And but we wanted to try it out, and we knew it would catch fish on Dale Hollow, and it did when we was down there 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I guess more than that now, about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we, I couldn't wait to get home and try it up at North, and it does catch it catches fish up there. At least a lot of people throwing it. It's just do nothing.
Oh yeah, there ain't no doubt.
If you can just keep it, if you throwing it and it doesn't keep it from hanging up, you've done accomplished a whole lot.
Well, the little old fly, other than the motion of the pork rind, you don't get much motion out of the hair or nothing that much.
No.
Anyway, but ain't that much difference in the baits. It's just length's about the same and all that,
Right.
It's that color, I guess it is. I don't know.
I hear you, Mike. It's and I think it's the slow fall, slow retrieve, and they just ease up there and
Yeah.
flex their gills and suck that thing right in. It's not moving very fast. But anyway, we'll move right along, and 8:34. Dylan, take us to another break there and then come back, will you?
Yeah. IUOE or
Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. All righty. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. Edgemore Outdoors there. Both places, this wonderful businesses, keep good stock of fishing supplies, good stock of tires, different sizes and everything for you. So do remember those two good sponsors there. Let them know you appreciate them sponsoring the show, so they'll keep on and we can keep doing the show. Show them pictures there. Dylan from Mike Pennington down Harriman Way. Mike's got, that's the Buffalo, whenever Dylan gets them up there. 24-pounder, it's pretty dang good.
Oh, yes, sir. Real good.
Yeah, I don't know. I could let Wesley, let's see.
Thank you.
Wes, pull this up right here and see.
There you go.
Yeah. See what the state record Buffalo is. I've looked at them, I can't remember.
Yes, sir.
Try that other picture, Dylan. It might be a little bit better. Wrong way. Right there it is. Yeah. Okay. What's the state record, Wes? Mike, congratulations there, Mike Pennington, on that huge buffalo. I've caught a couple, but I've never caught one that big.
No, me neither.
I don't know, when you first get one up next to the boat, you think it's a drum. But 58 pounds, the state record, Tennessee. Daggum, where's it caught at?
Tennessee River.
Well, okay, Tennessee River, right? This covers from Knoxville to Memphis, or
Paducah, Kentucky.
yeah, what did it say, Wes?
Chattanooga businessman Steve Cox from Whitewell Mountain holds the state record, 58 pounds.
Whitwell Mountain. That's how, I think that's how that's pronounced. Whitwell. Okay, Whitwell, okay, that's where, so more than likely he caught it down there in Chickamauga.
Yeah, had to be there in
Or
Nickajack.
Gunnersville one,
Nickajack.
Nickajack, yeah, one of the three. So anyway, and you said how much, 58 pounds?
Yeah.
Shucks, that's a whopper.
Halfway between Chickamauga Dam and downtown.
Okay, halfway between Chickamauga Dam and downtown, yeah, okay. All righty, so we caught it in the river. There below Chickamauga,
Yeah.
okay. But anyway, congratulations there, Mike Pennington. I hope you caught some good crappie to eat after you got that buffalo off your line. We appreciate the picture, Mike. Let's go to our crappie film, a little of it.
We can.
All right, let's do it.
All right, folks, I'm down here in Blue Springs. I got one. Let's see what we got. A big old drum. My goodness gracious. Okay, folks. Like I say, I'm down here in Blue Springs. Just got in the water there. Trying to spot or two here along this creek channel. Caught one drum and caught a bluegill. So I was fishing from 15 to 21, 22 foot. Didn't seem to be that much air, so I'm gonna move on out and go a little deeper and see what's going on. Maybe I can figure out where these crappies at, see if they're still in the same spot or whether they've moved on out. So anyway, stick with us and remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. So they hit the bottom, made one happen. Another. Goodness, my goodness. All right, folks, I got another gnome, but I think it's a catfish too. Keepo. Get him in here and see what we can do with it. Maybe we can find some more. Danger water or something else. Alright, folks. Got another one on here. Let's see what this one is. It's like a crappie. It's a catfish. There we go. Let's go. Alright, we get him on right again. Fish again. Alright, this is another big one. Hope it's around our cat, but it's big old drum. You ain't got a chance. Alright, let's see what this does. There you go, he got off. I believe that's a good crappie. I thought. Don't get grab that thing. Back at it. Finally catch one. Fairly nice one too. Get another. All right. Oh, yeah. Another one. Okay. Turn so we can get another one. Got that hit there finally. Yeah. Another good keeper. Right, that's what we like. Tell you what. Get after them. Sure. Catfish again. Well, tell you what, that's got to be a catfish or a drum. Got enough rod out of my hand when you get that many. I ain't give up. I believe that's a big drum, yeah. Got another big drum. Don't mind telling you what. Something less, ain't mean as can be. Okay, folks, it's getting awful late. Wind's about blowing me off the lake. So, anyway, I ain't really found out nothing all that great. I think the fish is there, but the water being dingy and then trying to stay on the place with all this wind, it's been pretty rough. Anyway, I think 27 to 35, somewhere in there ought to be the range they're still at. So they sure is plenty of catfish and drum, I know that. So, anyway, you get a chance, come on down, give them a try. Maybe the weather will get better. At least the water clears up and the wind lay down a little bit before you can fish. So I'm going to put it on the trailer and probably see you on the show there Thursday nights. Remember the sponsors and let's go fishing. Okay, folks, I'm back down here, Blue Springs. Got the water here. It's about 10:30, and water temperature showing 45.5. See a few minutes around. I'll get out here and idle around and see if I can figure out where these crappies at. Hopefully we can catch a few of them. I want you to remember the sponsors and let's go fishing. Let's see what this one is. Looking like a dang drum or something. It's a big crappie. Oh, Oh, yeah.
All right, Mike, give us a little insight on them few crappie you caught right there.
Well, like I say, the first part there was the water was dingy, and mostly the only thing you could catch was the catfish and the drum and stripe and stuff. And then the others there, them fish that I caught there was running around 28 to 35, and then the last part there, I think the shallowest one I caught was around 25, 26 foot, and the deepest one was 37, 38 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I say, the water's cooling down, the minnows has moved out, and I think the crappies are moving on out. They just ain't gathered up on out there a little deeper yet, but it won't be long, it'll all be out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You said 35 to 37.
Yeah, I think they was having that winter bassing tournament down there
Yeah.
today, 'cause I seen a lot of bass boats are running around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay. All right. Put the pictures up, Dylan. Here we go. We'll talk about the IUOE sponsorship of the show, and got some pictures here down at the training center, what they do down there. There's a track hole, and person operating that. And go to the next, Dylan. We'll just flash through them there. There's a lattice boom crane. They're getting ready to do, we have an obstacle course down there. They've got some cones set up, and you try to keep that load in between the cones and kind of veer off to the left and to the right with it, and set it down without knocking over the cones, and it's good training for crane operators. Okay, Dylan. There's a bunch of the guys in the training trailer getting some classroom work done. And go to the next one, Dylan. There's some more in training. Okay. That's quite a bit of about all the equipment we've got. You can see the hydraulic crane over to your right. That's a four-wheel push dozer there closest to us, and I think you got a road grader over to your left. Then you see the lattice boom crane in the background. Some other things there, I can't really make it out.
Tractor with a pan behind it.
Tractor with a pan behind it, yeah. Just quite a bit of equipment there that's not shown that they do still or do have. So go to the next one, Dylan. Yeah, there's a aerial view. That picture was took off the tire crane there at the training center. Go to the next one, Dylan. There's the scraper pans and the push dozer, loading the pans up, and we kind of push the dirt up one week and spread it back out the next, don't we, Mike?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it's good training for our young people coming in, apprentices into the local there, and we, like I said, we appreciate them being a sponsor of the show. You got another one, Dylan? There's the obstacle course with the crane and the weight sitting right there to the left. You've got to maneuver that thing through that maze of markers there without touching any of them. Every time you touch one, Mike, it's a deduction.
Yeah.
And you got to
Yes,
score
sir.
so high.
You know.
So they do a fine job of setting that up and getting things ready. Keeps you sharp, Mike. Keeps you up, tuned in. There's the tire crane, and the lattice boom, Traco, looks like the back of the, on the right there. What is that, Mike? I can't make it out.
Pickup truck.
Is it? Yeah, that's a truck. Okay, good deal.
Looks like the road grader sitting in front of it.
Yeah, sure does. All right, you got another one, Dylan? Oh, yeah.
Spider job, man.
The spider boom, yeah. It's a,
Spider crane, they call it.
the spider crane, they call it. Thing is it just hops up on legs just like a spider. I guess that's how it got its name. But they've got a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of technology involved in that. They've got these pieces of equipment like that right there where you can back off out here with a remote box and operate them. You don't have to sit on them, be right on top of them. You can, if you got a hazardous waste facility or something like that you need to keep your individual back in the clear, you then use equipment like that right there. You can work remote control and don't have to expose anybody to any hazards or dangers, Mike.
In the demo work too, where something might fall on top of a piece of equipment or something, you don't want a man on it, that he could get hurt like that. So
Yeah.
come in good on that.
Yeah, this technology's really helped the equipment industry a whole lot. Got another one, Dylan? There it is, erected, and got the legs stuck out for support on the frame, and got the boom run out. So, good looking piece of equipment. What about another one, Dylan? Yeah, let's see, Mike. I can't remember what that was. That's that. I think that is the jackhammer on a remote piece of equipment, and that's the compressor over there behind it.
Yeah.
If I remember right. But anyway, folks, we do that down there at the training center, keep our people up to date, especially young people coming in, so that they can be efficient and know what they're fooling with when the time comes. Listen, our time's gone away. We hope to get back on the water sometime this weekend, maybe, if conditions are good. But God bless you all, and we hope to see you next week.
It makes it pretty easy for a contractor to use us. And we, like I said, we pride ourselves in our work. Our work is all we have to offer, and feel like we give a contractor an honest day's work for his money.
Yeah. All right, David, I appreciate the history, and I appreciate you. I've been with you 19 years now, and
Country Fresh Foods, you may not know. Country Fresh Foods, you may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.